Hi there, I'm James. In this short, slow evening practice, we're going to prepare the body for bedtime and a good sleep ahead. We'll work to release tension in the neck and shoulders and the hips, which is usually a really good way to help us set up for a good night's sleep. We'll be close to the ground, nice and calm and slow. You might have a cushion or two to help during this practice for extra comfort. Let's begin. So we're going to start on all fours. We're going to stay close to the ground for the whole of this practice. Just as you come to the ground, gently spread your fingers, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. And just for a moment, take small, gentle circles over the wrists. As you circle, just allow your breath to be easy, but a little bit longer, slower. And circle the other way. Just releasing any tension that's built up in the wrists over the course of the day. And then come back to center and let's take a gentle cat-cow. Just as you breathe in gently, look forwards, arch the back. As you breathe out, rounding, pressing the spine upwards. Just a few times. Keep it very gentle, very easy feeling. Not trying to build strength, not trying to, force the body in any way. It's the attitude of rest and release. Just one more. Then from here we're going to come to sit, and if it's tricky to sit cross-legged or it doesn't feel good to you, usually sitting up on a couple cushions or something can make it feel a little bit better. You won't be here for too long. I'm just coming to sit, cross the legs gently. And bring your fingertips either side of you. Lift the left arm and let's lean into the right hand. That left palm face down. And as you lean over, think about dropping that left hip down as your fingers reach. You could support the head with the hand if that feels good. Nice, slow, easy breaths. And gently come back and let's go over the other side. And again, just leaning over as far as you need to feel a pleasant stretch. Maybe supporting or reaching. And that right hip drops down. I'm going to send the right hip down. And wherever you feel the tightness or the stretch, just imagine you could breathe there. Slowly coming back to center. From here, take your left hand and take it to the opposite knee, so the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. As you breathe in, sit nice and tall, and then gently turn to your right into a twist. Again, just notice if the shoulders are tensing, and just try a little bit less, not putting more tension in the body in an attempt to release it. And slowly come back and switch sides. And the key to relaxation, to winding down, is the breath. That sense of breathing calmly through the nose where possible, but also the exhale being a little bit longer and slower. And come back to center. Once again, lean into the right hand, and this time take your left hand to the back of the head, and then start to turn your chest towards the sky, kind of pointing the elbow up. Take a moment here, stretch across the front of the chest, And then could you start to rotate, point the elbow towards the right knee. And then come back, just moving between those 2 points. And the elbow doesn't have to come down very far, or it could if that feels good. You could take the elbow right to the knee if that feels good. Just releasing all the tissues, the muscles, the fascia in your back and your sides. Let's take one more. And then release, and over we go. And support yourself with that left hand, and then rotate through the spine, pointing the elbow towards the left knee. And just moving in a way that feels good, not forcing anything. I'm sure you've worked hard all day, or you've been thinking a lot about it, you know. Sometimes working and, not working, but thinking about it all the time is worse than the actual working, right? Just allowing yourself these few minutes to not have to try so hard for once. And then slowly come back, just release, just roll the shoulders out. Okay, so let's come off the cushions, and we're going to lie down now. Have the cushions nearby. Let's just come onto the back. And one of the best ways to stretch and release the body is when it's really relaxed. So lying on the back can be really helpful. Bend your knees and just allow your arms to come out to the sides or overhead if that feels good. And then have your feet a bit wider than your hips, so almost as wide as your mat. And then could you send both knees over to the left? And then send them over to the right. And just swishing, swishing, swishing. Let the breath be smooth, easy, slow. And then now, this time as your knees come to the left, just let them kind of flop down. Just really give them to gravity. If your feet slide a bit, that's okay. If you want a deeper stretch here, take your left ankle and place it on top of your right knee. That'll pull the knee down a bit and deepen the stretch. But wherever you feel the stretch, again, imagine you could breathe into that area. And as you breathe out, you clear out any tension, anything which feels stagnant or trapped or stuck. Breathing in space and peace. Breathing out tension and stress. And very slowly, when you're ready, take the knees to the other side. And same again, you could take the right foot on top of the left knee if that feels good. Or again, if that feels too strong, just breathing where it feels easy. And the exhale, nice and slow and long. I sometimes find it helpful to sigh, actually. Kind of breathing in, sighing out. Maybe that's a little artificial, but I don't think the nervous system knows the difference. And then come back to center. Again, just swish a couple times. And then coming back in. From here, walk your feet in a little bit, kind of hip distance apart. And could you take the right ankle and cross it just below or just above your left knee? You can use your right hand to gently press the thigh away. Or if you want a deeper stretch, take your hands, reach through that little gap and catch behind the left thigh, link the fingers. I find it quite nice to rock here. Maybe you could experiment. But again, sensing if stillness maybe feels better. Sleeping pigeon, this is called. Or a pigeon getting ready for sleep. From here, gently release. And now could you bring your right knee into your chest and straighten the left leg. Gently draw your right knee in. Give the ankle a little wiggle. You could circle it a few times and then let it rest. And the left leg, just give it a little rock out. Not trying to push it down or straighten it. Let it just flop. Right knee comes in. And now slowly take the knee across your body. Right arm can come out to the side or overhead. And just breathing here. The knee doesn't have to come to the floor, anything like that. Your eyes could close if it feels good. Just giving yourself to the ground beneath you. Really softening downwards. And when you're ready, coming back. Again, bend both knees. Left ankle just above the right knee. You could be here or reaching, linking fingers behind the thigh. Maybe rocking. If you are rocking, just sensing the head heavy. A little massage in the upper back between the shoulder blades. And slowly release. Left knee comes in for a little snuggle. You could wiggle out the ankle, give it a circle. And then relax the foot, let the right leg slide long. And again, give the right leg a little bit of a wiggle, and then just let it totally go heavy. Left knee comes in. As you draw the knee in, just checking the shoulders soft. Sometimes they like to get tense here. You can thank them for trying to help out. Thank you, shoulder, thank you. But they don't need to, they can chill. And then knee across the body into the twist. As you breathe calmly and slowly, just sense if there's anything in the face that could soften. The jaw could be wiggled. The muscles around the eyes and the eyebrows. Maybe releasing or softening. And then coming back to center, just for a moment, slide both legs long, give them a little wiggle out. And then walk the feet in, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and butterfly the knees open. If this feels really intense, take your feet a little bit further away, or you could even pop your cushions just underneath the thighs, kind of close to the hips tends to work quite well. You could kind of roll them up a little bit, just give yourself a bit of cushioning. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to take your hands just behind your head, just to the base of the skull. Lift your head up a little bit. And now could you gently draw the head back, like you're drawing the base of the skull a little bit further away from you. Not like you're trying to pull the head off, but you're trying to lengthen. And then gently lower the skull back down. So the back of the neck feels a bit longer. And now if it feels good, you could rest the hands at the front of the body, maybe just on the inner thighs, or wherever, really, wherever feels good. We'll take a short breathing practice here. So let your eyes close. Know that you're safe. Know that you deserve rest and release as much as anyone. And gently breathe in through the nose. And very softly sighing out through your mouth. Breathing in. Releasing through your mouth. And one last time. Sense the whole body sinking and releasing down. Let the lips close. But continue to breathe out a little bit longer than you're breathing in. Lengthening the exhale a little bit more, slows down the heart rate. Tells your nervous system it's okay to relax, to rest. And prepares the body for sleep. Just inviting the whole body to soften and release. And perhaps the sense as you release that peace, connection, being calm is your right. You have a right to that. The breath and the body sometimes reassuring you like this. You have a right to feel peaceful. You are safe. Know that you are loved. Whether you realize it or not, know from some deeper place you are safe and you are loved. The breath is always loving you. And taking as much time as you need, no need to move if you don't want to. And perhaps at some point sliding the legs long. And spending another minute. Sense the bones of your body heavy and sleepy. Sense the organs in your body calm, settled, at rest. As the body settles, slowly the gears and the cogs of your mind slowing down bit by bit. And the mind too moving towards a space of rest. So very slowly, just wiggling fingers and toes. Without disturbing this sense of calm spirit, without disturbing spirit, you might very gently stretch the arms out overhead. And again, without disturbing the sense of spirit or restfulness, quietness, walk your feet in. With your arms overhead, just rolling to one side, your favourite if you have a favourite side. Let's take a few moments here. Sometime in your next 5 or so breaths, just using the hands to bring you up. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And just sitting, you might rest one hand at the heart, one hand at the belly if that feels good. Just let yourself bow a little bit and drop the head. Dropping the head, closing the eyes, keeping yourself inward. So, we will close here. Just move slowly onwards with your evening, and I wish you a beautiful, sweet sleep.